Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday afternoon here on Kobold Press. I am your littlest red dot, and I come bearing lots of beans for spilling, since that is what we do here on Kobold Chats. But more than just bean spilling today, I also come asking for your help. Because today, you are going to help me finish building my character for this Sunday's charity stream called the Gilded Gals, where a bunch of gals are getting together, but they are a bit retired from the adventuring lifestyle, but will have to pick up the torch once again for whatever shenanigans that is in store for us, thanks to, the Margrave Forest. So there you go. Thank you all in chat. And yes, of course, the first bean I will spill if you haven't heard is I did, in fact, get promoted to the marketing director for Kobold Press. This is a great honor and something that I am very excited to take on for both a company that I love, a community that I love, and to just, spread my wings a little bit, since I actually have a degree in business and marketing. But, that's not really why I joined Kobold Press. So that gives me the next bean that I'm going to give all of you, which I will spill. And that is that this may be the last Kobold Chats you see me host. Because, of course, I'm going to need to find a new content production manager for Kobold Press. And so that means you may see a new face. But you'll see me probably one more week before, because I'm going to interview hopefully next week, our new content production manager, and then pass the torch off live for all of you. So I want to make sure whoever they are, everybody please give just like the biggest, warmest, biggest Kobold family hug you can to welcome this person into the community. Whoever they are, the announcement has not been made yet, obviously. Decisions haven't even been made yet. But I can tell you that it is coming, and so, so this might be my last Kobold Chat. So I thought, I could bring somebody on, or I could force all of you to spend possibly my last Kobold Chats helping me build a character. I think that's the that's what we're gonna do today. But it's for a good cause, and it's very, very exciting, actually. This little one shot we're doing. It is based on the Golden Girls, so for all you Golden Girl fans, you can expect similar shenanigans from a group of ladies who are living in this Margrave retirement community. And specifically, there's going to be a lot to do with like cooking. So we decided to break open Vault of Magic. And in Vault of Magic, there's an entire section of magical foods and beverages. And so when you donate to the Trevor Project, which is what the stream is supporting, you get to, when you donate to a certain tier, you're going to get to donate a magical food or beverage item towards our cause, because I imagine that's the case. So what we did in character building, and I'll dive into this in a second, is we all kind of picked aspects of the Golden Girls that we loved, because there are more of us than there are of Golden Girls, obviously. So we picked aspects of the Golden Girls and of kind of strong, empowered, older women, and we kind of built these little characters. And so I'll introduce you to mine in a second. I definitely have some Golden Girl influence, but I also have another character influence heavily for this character. And it is going to be a 90s throwback, everybody. So just buckle up. We'll get there in a second. But in addition, I want to make sure that everybody knows that we have received so many forms and information back from people regarding Project Black Flag. Now, last week we made a new announcement. Moving forward, Kobold Press is going to be making regular Black Flag announcements every Friday. Our goal is to keep you informed and up to date as we get new information, and that includes playtest information. So for all of you that submitted a playtest form, I want you to know we received them. We received all 27,000 of them. Okay. Okay, so know that we got them. They are sitting there, and we have plans for them. We will be in contact very soon because, of course, we announced that the first actual phase of playtesting will be February. So we don't have an exact date for that, but the first phase, as we are calling it, because, of course, this is still early in the building process for Project Black Flag. We're actually very early in what is considered the game design process. It's been in work since summer of 2022. So we're going to release playtesting in phases of what is available at that time, leading up to a Kickstarter. We kind of announced that last week as well. And then there will be more development as the Kickstarter rolls through and we keep moving. That includes playtesting at Gen Con. Surprise, everybody. GM signups are closed for this year. Thank you to all who signed up. Those forms have also been received. They are currently in work. So if you are tuning in and you did fill out a GM form to GM for Project Black Flag or for Kobold Press Adventures at Gen Con, we got you. We're doing a little bit of crunching and figuring out who and what we can support and what actually space-wise we're going to get from Gen Con. So we will be in contact with you also very, very soon. So thank you for your patience. Yeah, so there are a few additional announcements for you. So expect this Friday for you to get your first Project Black Flag Friday post. Say that 10 times fast. Project Black Flag Friday post. Oh, I'm sorry. I tickle myself sometimes. Okay. So there you go. So expect those Friday posts from us. And we'll be doing more announcements soon. This week we're hoping to actually maybe begin announcing some of our partners on it. That has been a pending question across the internet of who are we partnering with, who is helping us, what is going on. So last week we revealed some of the creative team, right? We know that Celeste Konowich will be kind of lead designer on it. We obviously have more writers coming on board, but we also have other companies and groups that we're going to be partnering with in certain ways, and we hope to begin slow revealing those to you as we can, because obviously there's a lot of logistical stuff. So thank you for your patience, but we are going to tell you more about that. Playtesting can be done anywhere. Oh, you mean in-person playtesting? Oh, we got to get the game done before we. We can't support it right now, so y'all keep supporting us, and we'll keep trying to expand. Oh no! Check. Hey, I'm back. Hey, everybody. There we go. Sorry about that. Don't know what that was. I got a little notification. Everything was all wonky. Yeah, so just know when we grow to be able to go international, I promise you we are having those conversations. We got to get there. We got to get Project Black Flag in a place where it's ready to go. It's at tables. It's been, and then we can come see you. So help us out, keep supporting us, and we will obviously keep supporting you where you are. Cool. That's what I can tell you. Okay, I think that was everything. I covered all the basics. That was a lot of beans up front. I spilled some beans. Now, I want to go build a character. Now, I'm going to be honest. I have started this character build already. So, I'm going to give you my idea, and then I'm going to have all of you workshop it with me, because as I'm looking at it, there might be some things I want to change, some stuff I want to update, and I need to get it over. If I make changes, today's the last day, because I got to get it over to my producer, of course, so that we can get everything updated for the stream. So, okay. So I know I'm for sure that I want to be one of our squirrel folk, the Ratasuk. We're in the Margrave, and there is a powerhouse squirrel character from my past of the 90s that I adore. I've always adored her, and she is the true inspiration behind my Gilded Gal. And that is Slappy the Squirrel. Does anybody remember Slappy the Squirrel from the Animaniacs? Yes. So Slappy the Squirrel is the inspiration for this character. I want her. I think I'm gonna. I'm so glad that chat you're behind me on this. because it's a little bit of a deep dive. Yeah, now that's comedy. So I do want her to be a little bit kind of rough around the edges. Now, we do all. So this is the question, right? So originally I built this as a fighter. Yeah, Warner sister Dot is playing Slappy. Yes. So I built her as a fighter, and there's a part of me that, because I don't get to play fighters. I don't play fighters very often. Like, that's one of those underplayed classes for me. So I try to use those for charity events because it's fun and challenging for me. But I also thought a barbarian could be very funny. Like a Ratasuk, barbarian, this like little tiny squirrel who is a barbarian who wields like a purse. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if I want to go with fighter or barbarian, but I did kind of tell the group that I'm going with like a martial build, because they're doing druids, and so my squirrel, it is decided upon in the community, my squirrel is kind of like security. I am the HOA community security person, and so my house is a little bit more outside the general like cul-de-sac area of this retirement community. So a ranger is also not out of the question, but I feel like with the slapping of purses, I need to maybe go a fighter or barbarian. So what I'm gonna do is share with you what I've already built in Roll20. There is nothing here that can't be changed. It may mean that I start my character sheet over if we want to change enough of it, which today I'm feeling saucy. Let's do it. And I'm gonna get a magical item. Now I did choose 2 magical items from Vault of Magic for myself, and I'll share those with you as well, because I did take an axe originally, so I might still, we'll see. I don't know if there's a magical purse in there is no magical purse in Vault of Magic that I know of that's like a bag of slapping. Okay, so I might just keep it a fighter. Maybe I could make a build where I can use like found objects. Then I can use my purse as a weapon. Like I kind of really want to create the magical bag of slapping now. I just need you all to know that that's either a magical item, like the magical bag of slapping, which looks just like a bag of holding until every time you open it up and slaps come out. It's kind of like a mimic, but it's not really a mimic. The handbag of harsh hands. Yes. Yes. That is the handbag of harsh hands. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could just make it a purse and then I just build my fighter so that I can use any object as a weapon. I think that's actually the better way to do this. So let's dive in. Let me share my screen with you all. You got me so excited about this. Okay. Here's Roll20 as it stands. Simple. Easy. Let me come out of studio mode here for ease. Okay. Okay, so it seems like fighter seems to be the right option. So I am going to get to build a level 8 fighter, which is pretty cool. I did go ahead and complete some of this. Now I can reset this character. You know what? Screw it. We're all here. And I'm not building. If I had picked all my spells, I would have been like, screw y'all, I'm not resetting this character sheet. But I'll show you one of the cool things you can do in Roll20. So, you can level your character by going through the Character Mancer, but you can also restart this character from level 1, which is basically what I would do. Which means it'll be a level 1 build with the original scores and things that I already put in. So the race and class stuff at a level 1 will not change, which helps me out a lot. So I did choose the Ratasuk, and since I was going a fighter build and I knew that, I chose this particular build for the Ratasuk. I think that's Tradvokt. But basically they're kind of the warlord versions of the Ratasuk race. They're the badasses. Oh yeah, it gains the properties of anything you put inside. I like that rocket seed. That's a very cool magical item. And so and so helpful for something like even a monk, right? Like if you took a monk that could use yeah. Anyways, okay. So here we go. Now I kind of chose the basics here, right? Just basic. It's just level 1. These are the stats that I rolled. That's how I laid them out. All of that's kind of done. Now, I did choose survival athletics because I am a squirrel. I do live in the Margrave Forest, and I am technically kind of like the ranger security officer for this retirement community. So I felt like survival athletics was the right choice for this fighter build. Now, I chose great weapon fighting, which I think is funny. And I did that because of one of the magical items I chose, this candied axe or whatever. So, if we are thinking something different, let's see. I could do... Protection's kind of cool. I mean, the idea of using a purse as a shield is also pretty dope. That's pretty cool. Yeah, to me, great weapon fighting makes the most sense. With 2 hands, because if I wield the purse with 2 hands, it does more damage, right? Okay, yeah. This seems the right move. You have a limited well of stamina that I can draw from. Pretty cool. And then kind of the basics here. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go with the fighter build. Once I level this up to 8, then we'll start making some of the more interesting choices. You and we can all redo this. So, I already have my stats. I'm not gonna redo them because those were approved by my GM during the session 0 already. Now, I originally chose the Dancing Bear guide because I remember she's old. She's old and she's jaded. She has done this adventurer BS. She has retired into the comfy life of being a mall cop, basically. Like an HOA security officer, okay? She has no interest in the adventurous life anymore until, obviously, it's going to appear at her doorstep. Ooh, an umbrella cane sword. I like the umbrella idea. That's cool, too. Okay, so I chose Dancing Bear Guide, which gives me... It basically puts you as part of an organization. Your home in the wilds of Midgard, but you make forays into civilization. So again, it's the idea that I live in the wilderness, they live in town. But I'm not dead set on this. I do like the idea of like maybe she is just... There is actually a retired adventurer. Oh, which one is it? What is it called? There is a retired adventurer build for a background. And I gotta remember what it's called. Haunted one. Former adventurer. That's it. She took an arrow to the knee and now she's retired, baby. She's done with this. Reason for retirement. Oh, interesting. I could say that it was an injury that forced her to give up on it. I wish there was one that says jaded. Ooh, I like this. You suffered a curse which doomed your former group, but the curse has finally faded away. Oh, this is good. Okay, so if we go with the Slappy the Squirrel idea, why did I retire? Because I took on this, like, young kid, needed to raise him. So I rescued a young child or creature and promised to care for them, and since then they've grown up and left. So he's already out of the house. She's an empty nester. An empty nesting squirrel in this retirement community as the security guard. That's the one. That's the one we're going to go with. So, personality traits. Let's see. I have 1,000 stories about every aspect of the adventuring life. That's kind of fun. Yeah, Auntie Dot, my nephew calls me Dottie. He calls me his Aunt Dottie. He's very young. He barely gets it out, but he says Dottie. And I love that name. I've always loved that name. I've seen it all, and if you don't listen to me, you're gonna get us killed, kid. This is it. This is her right here. I've seen it all. I walked uphill in the snow 5 miles to school. Let's see. I have 1,000 stories. Okay, I'm gonna choose another one. Oh, I believe at this point when I'm this jaded, I've got a list of rules. Maybe we can figure out what my rules are. I have a list of rules that I live by. What are they? An ideal. I think I'm gonna go with if I can help someone in danger, I will. I mean, I'm the security guard, right? Um so here's the question. My old weapon has been my trusted companion for years. So if I go with this, if I end up building a fighter where I can potentially use a bag or bag like item as a weapon, um I'm gonna say I like this. My old weapon's been my trusted companion. One way or the other, it's been my trusted companion. Now, what is my flaw? I am getting too old for this. That is my flaw. Done. No questions asked. All right, now we got to think. When I was a young, spry little squirrel, these would have been my level 1 adventures. I am not that spry little squirrel anymore. I'm a level 8, rugged, jaded, graying squirrel with a hat and a purse. Yeah, I don't take gruff from nobody. So let's do ooh. Leather armor. I mean, I imagine I can use a longbow and arrow, but I don't imagine that is her first choice. But I do think leather armor is the way to go as a fighter. She probably, I mean, she's just a squirrel. Like, she's not going to wear tiny chainmail. I did take battle axe originally. But if I went with something like a flail, I could get away. There is also this dope weapon called the bladed scarf. It could be my crocheted scarf. Yeah, a flail purse is really what I'm thinking. So here are going to be the two things that I've got as my weapons as a fighter. I'm going to have this bladed scarf because that is so cool. I was hoping it'd tell me about it. Might have to look it up. Let's see. Bladed scarf. Okay, so see? So I basically have like a crocheted granny scarf that I made with these blades at the end of it. If you use one of your attacks to grapple a creature when wielding a bladed scarf, you can use your bonus action to make an attack against it with one end. So that's very cool. I think that's very cool. Very granny item. Very cool weapon. Yeah, I've been knitting this bladed scarf for months. Don't make me use it. And then I think we'll go with the bladed scarf, and we'll add. This is going to be the flail purse. I think if I build it like a flail, I can get away with describing it as my purse, because that's really how I'm going to use it. I guess I could still have 2 hand axes and an explorer's pack, not a dungeoneer's pack for this character. Okay, next. Arcane is a mystery to me. You're darn tootin' it is. I don't trust none of that magic. Back when I was a young adventurer. This is actually Roll20's base Charactermancer that's built off of the 5e engine. So you can, this Charactermancer is available to any character building sheet using 5e in Roll20. This just happens to have access to all of the Kobold press like books and editions and extras, so you're seeing a lot more in the compendium than usual, such as the bladed scarf, which comes, out of our stuff. So, okay, I think we updated it in Toma Heroes. Bladed scarf got an update in Toma Heroes. All right, so let me finish this guy off here. And then we're gonna level up. Here is, if anybody doesn't know what a Ratastic looks like, here is like a ranger build for one. I'm going with the name Lottie because I think that's adorable. A nice little, Oh, I imagine I probably could. I mean, this will be for a one-shot, and we're going to be getting a lot of magic items. Just wait till I show you some of the magic items you guys can donate to us. So I'm going to quick apply these changes. This is a start. Now we're going to get into the really cool stuff where I'm going to need your help. So now, instead of starting from level 1, I'm actually going to add levels. And then I should be able to come through and make it level 8. Should I roll or take the average, chat? R for roll, A for average. I don't know. I always question it. Yeah, roll for it. Everybody says roll. Okay, here we go. We're rolling. Wasn't terribly great. Okay, well, we rolled for it. Martial archetype. Now this is where things get weird. I did take the flail. If I go with Holy Trampler, I gotta know more about that. Should give me some information. Okay, maybe it didn't give me information. If I scroll, is it at the bottom? No, it's not. There it goes. Okay. The sentries. Okay, Holy Trampers protect the small mobile towns. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are the... Okay, so that one doesn't quite qualify. I mean, I guess it could. I could make it work, but I don't think that's right. The Tunnel Watcher. What the heck is a Tunnel Watcher? Come on, show it to me. That's what I did last time, right? There it goes. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Not right for me either, but very cool. Let's see. I just want to read all of these because I don't actually know a lot about fighters. So I'm not well versed in what Kobold Press offers for some of this. Okay, the E-Jet. So this is part of the Dragon Force, not Dragon Military. Not helpful there. What is a Havoc Runner? I mean, and honestly, it may just be worth me just taking like a basic. I don't have to choose anything crazy. No need to like reinvent the wheel, right? Like if there's something that... I'll say that. Here we go. Havoc Runner. Ooh. Welcome in. I'm going to be proficient here, choice of investigation or perception. Oh, I get Havoc dice. Oh, that's so many mechanics for a one-shot. What if I just... Oop! What if we go with Pugilist? Give me the details. Oh, give it to me. They live by their fists and bare-knuckle warriors who do not hesitate to throw hands if the situation demands it. They know. So remember, if I'm in grapple, I can use my bladed scarf. So this is actually... That would have... Yeah, that is a very cool piece of art. They know the intense, close, violent intimacy of melee, and they operate unapologetically, whether in fighting pits by docks. Oh, this is so absolutely Lottie. Okay, interesting. Because I was actually considering making this a monk to make it fit, but this actually would be perfect. Yeah, let's see. So your unarmed strikes deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier on a hit. This is a very strong little squirrel lady. Your unarmed strike damages increases as you reach higher levels. When you use the attack action to make one or more unarmed strikes, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. Oh, I can add my constitution modifier to any death saving throws I make. Oh, and I can cast Second Wind. Okay, this is cool. Gives me like a constitution boost. Throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken. Oh. Interesting. So I can make a Constitution throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken. So that's what I need to hit from it. And then I can go up to 1 instead of drop. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, so I won't get to debilitating blows. So these would be, I'd get uncanny fortitude. So I like this. I like this build. Because it actually doesn't say that I can't use my flail purse. It just means if I'm in close combat, I can use my fist as well. It's almost like, don't make me break out my purse. That's when you get 3 strikes. So I like this. This is very fun. We'll go with that. All right, let's get some of these features put in. So we know what I'm going to get. 6, and I get the ability score increase. So I'll get to add some feats on here too. I'm going to need some feats to help with this hella low hit points. I blame you, chat. This is your fault. You made me roll for it. Yeah, scarf, slap hand, purse strike. Just like the triple whammy. The triple whammy of Grandma Squirrel capabilities. So, there's definitely, I think with 8, I should get easily 2 feats. So I think at that point it's worth it. We can go ahead and maybe pick a feat that makes me have higher HP. Now, the build we chose for the fighter as a pugilist gives me some options in case I do drop down to 0 HP. And I mean, honestly, I am still just a squirrel. So 54 HP is actually pretty great for a freaking squirrel, okay? But yes, I think we're going to choose a feat in a few of these. So let's take a look. Grappler. If I take the grappler option, that gives me some benefits when trying to use my scarf. Ha. Oh, look. I'll tell y'all a squirrel story. Since we're talking about squirrels, I don't particularly care for squirrels. They are not, they were very much like where I grew up on the farms. They were more pests than anything because they caused a lot of issues in the farms and in the barns and stuff. So, I was never a squirrel fan. 1 year when I was in college, I went to work for the New Jersey Shakespeare Company out of Madison, New Jersey. There is a school there, like a college called Drew University, I believe. And when they shut down in the summer, they give the campus over to this theater, this summer theater Shakespeare thing, and they get to use the facilities, and we stay on the campus and blah, blah, blah. So here I am in like co-ed housing with all of these actors. Heat of New Jersey summer. Nobody tells Dot, who comes from Georgia, that they don't have centralized AC. So it's hot as it can be, which means we always have to leave the windows open. Now, they told us when they gave us a tour of the facility that it touched on and was part of like a nature reserve. Drew University was part of a nature reserve. And that the squirrels were abnormally large, and we were encouraged not to interact with them in any way. Now, this is the first 2 hours I'm on site for this 4-month summer job. I'll tell you another story later about this same summer because I stayed afterwards. They needed a welder, and I had done some welding work and was for sets and stuff. That's a whole other story. But anyways, and I ended up staying with this old lady for a while who actually kind of reminds me of the character we're building right now. Like if I had to take this old lady and turn her into a character, we're kind of building her. So it's not totally off topic. But anyways, so I'm like, oh, they're squirrels. I come from the swamps of Georgia. What could these squirrels possibly have against like gators in your ditches? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, squirrels. So co-ed, doing our thing. It's a bunch of actors housing together for the summer. So we had a party and we had ordered pizza. And they had told us not to leave the bottom floor windows open for any reason. But of course, it's hot as it can be in New Jersey in the summer. And so we, of course, left the windows open. So I get up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, and somebody had left pizza out. And I get into the bathroom, and it was kind of long, and at the end is a window. And that window had a screen on it, but somebody had left it cracked. The squirrel had chewed a hole through the screen okay? And had grabbed grabbed a full slice of like New York style pizza and was pulling it wrong way through the hole. So it had like the big end, like it couldn't get it through, and it was stuck. And the squirrel was like all fours, it was in its mouth, all fours against the screen, like pushing, trying to get this like slice of pizza through this screen hole. And it scared I was like 4 a.m. I come into this ridiculous noise in the bathroom, and I scared the squirrel, and then it scared me. It was like a whole thing. Those squirrels would throw things at you if you were walking by. Like, they were really mean. They were really mean. The squirrels in Jersey are really mean. So here I am to tell you that, you know what? Maybe 54 HP is not... Maybe Lottie is from New Jersey, the great city-state of New Jersey, where squirrels grow abnormally large, strong, and mean. Everything's mean in New Jersey. Sorry, I got way off topic, but not entirely off topic. So, I need another feat. I think I'd like... Oh, what's durable? If it repeats anything from Pugilist, I'm not really interested, because I already have a boost to my Constitution store from that. When you roll a hit die to regain hit points, the minimum number of hit points you regain. No, I don't think that's right. I've got a lot of... I need some cool... The memes are all true. Yeah, this was... So I housed him in Madison. I stayed in Madison. But the warehouse facility that I worked for... Well, and Drew was in Madison. But when I stayed after and I lived with this elderly lady in Madison, New Jersey, I would commute every day to Irvine, New Jersey? Irvine, New Jersey? Irvine's also in California. I'm thinking it was Irwin. Anyways, it was this very industrial town, and they had a warehouse where we used to build all of the sets and stuff for these big, large-scale summer theater hits or whatever. So, anyways. Okay, let's see. Keen Mind. I need a good... Oh, I know which feat we're going to take. Where is it? Unthreatening. Anytime that I play one of our tiny or small racial builds from Kobold Press, I take Unthreatening because it is my favorite feat. Unthreatening. You're adept at making yourself seem to be less of a threat than you actually are. You gain the following benefits. Your charisma score increases, and when a creature that is 2 or more size categories larger than you attempts to attack you, you can use your reaction to make yourself seem pathetic and unthreatening. It is literally the Puss in Boots cat eyes, like, ooh, you can't hit me, I'm so cute. And then they have to go hit somebody else, which is fabulous. I'm taking this feat. I love this feat. Yeah, exactly. Just be like, boop, boop, I'm such a cute squirrel. I'm definitely not trying to... finagle this pizza through a screen that I definitely didn't chew a hole into. Hearsay. Now the question is, do I take ability score increase? I could take an ability score increase to my strength. I love that Kobold Press trait. It is one of my favorites. I just think it has been so useful, and every time I use it with a character, my GM is like, "What?" And I'm like, "Eek! I'm so cute," and they're like, "Damn," it's so wonderful. It's also a really great feat for, like, in the case of a fighter, it's obviously probably going to be used as a distraction, so they turn around and then you can hit them or something like that. But if you're a squishy, like, mage or like, a wizard or a sorcerer, it's a great feat to have so that you're not, you're less likely to be squished. Hydrate, everybody. Okay. Looking at this, I'm going to get some basic increases, right? My charisma is so low. Look at this. My charisma is so low. Thank you for that subscription. We really appreciate it. And enjoy your new Kobold Press emotes. Lots of Kobold Claws for you. Yeah, that could be problematic in a variety of ways. Yeah, that's not a problem. Seven's not a problem. I think what I might do is take my strength up. I think I should just do this. That way this goes up to 8 and that goes up to 16, putting me in the new categories. Yeah, so I think that's the way to go. Okay, so yeah, cuz like look at the that I think is that's the move. That's the move, everyone. We're going to apply these changes. So now let's take a look. So I'm still at a measly 54 HP, but, you know, squirrel. So I've got a few good things here. What I need to check on is, did I get the bladed scarf is here? So that's going to be my magic item. Excuse me while I bring the hammer down. Boink. Done. Yeah, her tail has gone kind of ratty. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I could do that because technically, nah, screw it. I don't have to be optimized. I'm old and retired. As my character sheet clearly says, I am getting too old for this. Min-maxing. I am getting too old. Yeah, screw it. Okay, so that should put me at the level 8. I get my action surge, the second wind option, which is going to be helpful because even if I've got low HP and I go down, I have a lot of helpful resiliency things here to help me out. Now, I'm going to get one more magic item, everybody. Yeah, I've gracefully retired, so to the heck with optimization. That's exactly her vibe right now. So what I need is, I need one more magic item. So let's take a quick peek at Vault of Magic. May not be the best. Well, let's see how well I can search through here. Here we go. Vault of Magic. It's going to be a big old book. Okay, didn't like that. These are actually the magic item tables. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the question is, I'm going to end up getting a lot of consumable donations from the audience. So I don't want to take on any consumables, no like food or magical beverage. So I need a couple, or I need at least one other. Now, the thing I originally took, and I can actually look this up. I did take, because I thought this was really freaking hilarious, I did take the Cloak of Squirrels. Now, this was my original thought. Now, the Cloak of Squirrels allows me 3 charges where I can cast Legion of Rabid Squirrels. Now, for those of you that don't know, Legion of Rabid Squirrels is a Kobold Press spell and is exactly what you think it is. You release a Legion of Rabid Squirrels in combat or in battle. This would be a cloak that would allow me to do it not necessarily being... So, like, if things got really bad, I could basically call in the Rabid Squirrel Cavalry. So, I feel like this and the cool bladed scarf are 2 really dope magic items for this character. And then my flail, which is definitely not my purse, I think this is the way I'm gonna go. It was either this or I did consider a hat. There are a couple hats in Vault of Magic. Let me actually pull my book here, because I did look at some hats, which I thought were very schwanky. Most of this is armor. It wasn't armor. It was like really cool. Where was it? One of my players during D3 at Sea this past November, I ran a Southlands game, and they had a catfolk that was a little bit more kind of like a lion. And I gave them the what is it, the cloak of lions or whatever it is, the mantle of the lion. That's what it is, which is like a a mantle you wear, but it's a lion, and it will bite people in combat if they get too close to you. And he was a monk, and it was so cool to watch him work in tandem with his mantle of the lion. It was very, very cool. Yeah, I thought maybe there was maybe like an old lady hat. It looks like there's a hair pick of protection. That's pretty cool. There is granny wax. That's the one that allows you to make something a fly. Gosh, there's so many cool things. Here's a feather token. That's kind of cool. Like a feather. I could put a feather in her old lady cap. There's earrings of the storm oyster. That's very cool. Little primordial action there. What I really want is just like an understated old lady hat that's magical. Like, how hard is that to ask for? Hundreds of magical items and I can't find it. They do have a little bracelet. The Book of Eldritch Insights. No, thank you. Pass. What? Man, every time I scroll through this book, I see and find new things. Every time. I've had this book for months. Not 4 months, but for many months. And I'm consistently just like... Also, I've got to use the Wand of Giggles at some point. That's one of those magic items I've had in my back pocket for a good player trap for a while. Maybe she'll just wear a hat and that'll be what it is. You know what it is? There was I remember what it was. There's it's almost like a lapel piece. It's like a flower you can put in your cap. And Slappy the Squirrel used to wear that bowler hat with the flower in it. Everybody remember that? Wasn't it in the bowler hat? I might have to look up a picture of Slappy the Squirrel. It's been a hot minute. My mind is old. It could have also been that's one of the items that's in the, what are these? The fabled items list, and those are way too powerful and have way too many pieces, parts, and information for a one-shot. If I was playing a long-term campaign, absolutely. But that is not the case here. The Thunderous Kazoo is always fun. I found it. I found it. I told you. Okay, it wasn't crazy. Okay, this actually has a picture, so I can pull it up on Roll20 now that I found it. I had to remember what it was called. I could go with this. It might be a little fancy for her now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe I'll suggest it to another one of our Golden Gals. The swashing plumage. Ooh, that's hard to say. See, so this little like plumage piece goes on any hat. Is a colorful bouquet of tropical hat flowers, has a small pin at its base and can be affixed to any hat or headband. Due to its distracting, ostentatious appearance, creatures hostile to you have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you. Very cool. As a bonus action, you can flick the plumage with your hand or the toss of your head and choose a creature within 30 feet of you that can see the plumage. The target then makes a charisma saving throw, and if they fail, they have advantage on your next attack roll against the target. So it's just like a little cute, like I dare you to come at me, bro. Might be better. I was about to say, I wonder if I have a better, I mean, it is kind of nice. I do already have one distraction. I do have a distraction feat. Um, I do have a distraction feed. It's okay. Good to know. I may just suggest this to one of the other ladies because they're also all going to get magical items plus all the ones that y'all donate. So it's going to get crazy is what it's going to get. It's going to get crazy. I know that Megan Kendrick is, and V both wrote for Vault of Magic. They each designed an item, and Megan Kendrick and her husband designed the Butter of Disbelief. And she's being equipped with the Butter of Disbelief. So there you have it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna stick with the Cloak of Squirrels. The more I think about it, the more I like the idea of, like, when things go bad, I can call a legion of squirrels. Now, that being said, we can take a look so that all of you know what you can donate. And I've got to get a table together. That's another task for today, but I wonder if it breaks. It should be a food. There should be a magical food. Wonder how it breaks it down on Roll20. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Can I get to... Here we go. Fantastical foods and beverages. That is what I was looking for. Maybe. It doesn't take me to the list. Oh, it does. Okay. I got a little click happy. Fantastical foods and beverages are unique types of consumables, blah, blah, blah. Examples. So all of these, pretty much all of these, this mincemeat pie, these made in tears, this gnome salt taffy, all of this will be available to be when you make a donation to give to our crew to help support our efforts in whatever is coming our way in this retirement community. So in our last couple minutes, I thought I'd take a peek at a couple I'm pretty excited about because I've not got to use them yet. I've been very excited for somebody somewhere at some time in a game to drop in this electric eel sushi. This electric eel sushi is very, very cool. It just gives you some resistance to lightning damage, but I just like the idea that there's, like, magical sushi out there. Like, I just like that. Oh, no, I'm going to start over? Oh, gross. Gross. There we go. There's another one that I'm kind of excited about. Where was it? The gnome salt taffy is also very, very cool. Like, I love candy as magical consumables is one of my favorite ways to hide stuff, like, or sweets. And speaking of candy, there's the candied spider. Now, this one I'm excited about. As you eat it, the candied spider seems to wriggle on your tongue for the briefest moment before you swallow. When you consume it, you gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed, and you can move up and down across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free for 1 hour. I love this. Yeah, what is an old lady without candy? So I need all of you to donate candy to my purse where all good grandma candy goes by showing up on Sunday. Sunday morning right here on Kobold Press's channel where we will be having this one shot. And actually here, I'll just give you a quickie. Let's see, I'll give you a quick peek. Here we go. If you missed the pre-show, here is the table for this upcoming Sunday, 10 a.m. PT. That makes it Eastern afternoon and the evening for our friends across the pond. V and Megan, like I said, we're designers on Vault of Magic. They have a magic items like in the book. And this will be the first time that we've had Urban Bohemian and Neurological join the Kobold Press channel. So make sure to show up and show some love and give some spirit. It's going to be a really great group for the Gilded Gals. So I'm very excited. And I won't spoil as well the characters that they are building because that's on them, but they are very good. You're going to enjoy them. And I'll tell you, one of them you may have seen on this channel before. If you've been watching Kobold Press's Twitch channel from its beginnings, but even before I was here, V was part of a Midgard, a World Tree Burns, was that the one? Or a Midgard game? I can't, no, I'm sorry, a Margrave Forest game. Yeah, Tales from the Old Margrave. Yeah. V was part of a Tales from the Old Margrave campaign here on Kobold Press many years ago. And in that game, an NPC was introduced. That NPC is coming back for this one shot, and V is playing them. So, there you have it. I need a good squirrel name. I really like Lottie, because it feels like an old lady's name. It feels a little southern, which I imagine, when I get old and grouchy, my southern comes out. So it's probably going to happen on Sunday. But I need like Lottie. Does she have like a title? She is retired adventurer, so I imagine she doesn't hold all of the many names she used to. I tend to lean towards Bristlebottom because I've had a Bristlebottom before, actually in a game that Eric Frankhouse ran. I've had a Bristlebottom before in the past, and Lottie Oakfoot. I like that. And her people are known for Oakfoot because they have dry feet. Their feet are very dry, like the oak and the bark of an oak tree. Lottie Oakfoot. I love that. Thank you, Kai Hawkeye. This is why I'm pinging stuff off of y'all, because I ain't even got it in me no more. Okay, I love this. So here you have it. You can come watch me play Lottie Oakfoot, the pugilist fighter, with a flailing purse, a strong fist, and an unforgiving tongue, no doubt. Her paws are very, very hard. Yeah, no, I'm excited. This is going to be a very fun event, and it's all for a great cause. If you don't know about the Trevor Project, now's a great time. Go give them a peek, see the amazing work that they are doing, because this one's you're not gonna want to miss it. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this group of ladies, specifically because I think it's going to be really awesome. And I have wished for a long time to get to sit at a table with Urban Bohemian GMing. So I'm getting my chance this Sunday. It'll be a little like hoorah as Dot kind of waves some of this Twitch streaming here on this channel goodbye. Lottie the Nanny Oakfoot. I like it because she believes that she's a nanny to everybody in this community, no matter how old you are. You must do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed on time. Thank you all again for a fantastic Kobold Chats. I know it was an easygoing one, but we got to tell stories. We got to build a character. We got to take a peek at some fun ideas. And you now have a kind of a bit of a sneak preview of Lottie and what she might bring to the table for whatever happens on Sunday. Sunday. I want to thank you all. We will be back next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel. I will be here next week because it will probably be my last interview for Kobold Chats, as hopefully I'm getting to introduce you to the brand new content production manager for Kobold Press and the person that will be taking Kobold Chats over moving forward. So thank you all again. Deep Magic 2 is still kickstarting. Oh, I actually haven't. I'm going to be fully transparent. I haven't checked it today because I it's not like I've been busy or anything. But let's take a look for Deep Magic 2 before we go, just to take a peek. I know we're over the $520,000 mark, $533,000. Holy blah, blah. Y'all like us. Look at how much you like us. Thank you for liking us so much. We have almost 6,000 backers. We're going to do it. I can feel it for this project. And if you are concerned because it is going to be a 5e product, don't fret. It is going to be forward compatible with the new Project Black Flag core fantasy game that is being designed by us. So that it means both Deep Magic 1 and Deep Magic 2 will be forward compatible. And you can take that for whatever you'd like. But there you have it. We are going to be, this is a big deal for us. It's probably going to be our last 5e book, everybody. In actuality, this will be our last book for 5e. But not the last Kickstarter, that's for sure. So we appreciate the support so much for this project. And if you haven't taken a look, there's all kinds of neat things that you can take a look at. The preview PDF, which we looked at last week, is available now. You can go download that, as well as the table of contents, so you can see the full breakdown of what's coming. The same thing for the updated Deep Magic one. A few things have been moved, a few things are getting updates, but in terms of you will still be able to use the Deep Magic 1 print that you have now if you already have one. If you want to update, you can. Because there is, in fact, a box set. They come with this beautiful slipcover with the wraparound art. The limited edition is just so sleek. Look at that. So sleek. And then if you get real crazy, we do have like this hand-bound. Literally, somebody hand binds those books. This set right here, the $899 set. So there you have it. Kickstarter is still going. We need your help. If you haven't told somebody, just tell a friend about it. We'd appreciate it. Let them know what's going on. Maybe they want it for their table. Yeah. I guess I'll see you all next week. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel for more Kobold chats. And until then, everybody mark your calendars as we continue to raise the black flag. More announcements coming this Friday. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody, and I will see you next week.